Hello and welcome back. This is the end bit about I hate about splitting episodes, is the bit that you've got to start all your workers again. I'm hoping that we've got this right now. I've put it on the right place for Courseplay to be able to pick up the... So if we go to... It's on Courseplay and it's on... We want nearest waypoint. I'm going to see if this does work sometimes and then other times doesn't. So it really should be... he says it should be though. We need to pick on the exact point where we are. Now we do start job and then we have a look to see if that is going to do it. It has worked before and then other times it literally goes and starts right from the very beginning. So let's see what happens. Drum roll please. The world is watching, young man. The world is watching. We have great expectations of you, truthfully. Young lady, I do apologise. That was very, very remiss of me. They have not addressed your femininity very well. Yes, only the long hair and, yes, other ladylike things. They haven't done you any justice. They really haven't. They've made you very nondescript. And, young lady, you are costing me money and just seem to sit there. Okay, let's try pressing normal worker and see what... Now you see, now you're going to start again. Oh, do you know? Right, okay. In that case, being as you let me down, and we're really upsetting everybody, I shall try that again. We shall. Turn that on, put it down, and we should do a little bit of the row in case we were confusing Courseplay. And then we should try once more. Alright, so create job. Yeah, okay. Generate. Let's try doing a complete generation, because it should be exactly the same. Okay, no, we don't want first, we want nearest, and we are going to say, no, you have, no, that's different. No, you've got the icon for doing something this time, that's definitely better. Let's have a look. Yeah, well, imagine, no. Let's let them... Oh, this is a gentleman this time. Yes, they have made him a little bit more gentleman-like. Ooh. Okay, so you have got to regenerate the actual... Okay, I can live with that. I think that's me. Positioning is started on the next line. Or when I've redone the field, for some reason it has done it slightly different, but it is definitely working. That's definitely good. Now this I saw was quite a mess when I had a quick look. I had a quick poke around, not to do anything. I've always said I don't like doing that. So let's have a quick look. So I need to turn to the right. I'm going to manually take over this, because turn to the right and yeah, pretty much from here. Oh yeah, I can actually see it. Oh, it's very narrow though to begin with, but it does taper out. It's not worth me shrinking just for that little bit. We should manually tidy this up. We need to do this to get some more money to finish off doing our cows. Yes. I left this quite now. Then is this going to widen to the point where it is? I'm going to need to choose a way which will stick to the left. Because it is definitely going to go beyond the ability for this to do in one single pass. Definitely. By a lot, but yes. Yeah, so I'm well chuffed with the progress we're making. Really well chuffed. Yeah, ideal amount of cows, definitely 75, because that way it can literally go and fill within a full year. And also, I'm hoping that with us buying... This is a learning curve to me. Obviously, I've done cows on FS19, but FS22, no. And obviously, the amounts are completely different. I mean, I'm used to doing farms with 500 head of cattle as the max normally. So, let me just... Yeah, let's just change this. Let's... I should say 30. Yeah, 30 for this first bit, I would say. Let's have a look. Probably going to need to change it. 21. I do love this variable width, it is amazing. That'll do. Right, smashing. Back to normal. Now next big patch is way behind us. Let's have a look at how our... Yeah. Apart from that line, that's definitely working. He says that's working, right? Oh, it's turned the wrong way, hasn't it? So when it reaches the bottom of that row, it's going to go wrong. No. Well, that's bizarre. Alright, we need to be turning exactly... No, that can't be right. Yeah, it is that way. Big triangle that away there. Let's have a look. If we can see... Let's go down to the bottom. Somewhere about now. I see it. I can see the shadow. Oh, it's bigger than it looked. That's definitely bigger than it looked. Yeah, I thought we'd get this finished to get in a bit of money, because this is a rather large contract. If I remember rightly, is there anything about when you sort of start again and you're regathering your thoughts, and I always just jump straight in because I like it to be realistic. I don't like to spend too long in case I do something, because I've always said I'm just going to, crack on and show everything that I'm doing, so I don't like to sort of cheat, and I have to poke around. I always think it's good because you're trying to gather your thoughts, and also sometimes think of things that you're going to do or say, or I don't overdo it though, because I think you can overthink things, but I do think there has to be a bit of smashing. Right, let's get this finished. Great, nearly. See if there's any sort of big-ish triangles. I don't want to be. I do like to finish what I've started. I like farmers to know that we've done a good job. One little one. Okay. I thought was trundling along. It should be the right direction. So there's a little tiny bit which we should get as we go. We should top up as we're passing our field. Aha, there we go. That was a little triangle as well. That's not a lot. Fantastic. Right, so this point. Where's the top of the field? Ah, that way, definitely. It tapers. I remember it's a very strange one. This one. Completed. Oh, don't mind if I do. Smashing. Right, let's open the cover. Oh, I'd forgotten we'd brought the refill. Excellent. No more contracts at the minute, so we should leave this at the side. Top it up. Let's go in a little. Let's feel like a little tiny ant. Let's see if we can try and gauge this. It's always not in exactly the place because of the 3 dimensions. And I also forget that now you have to switch the engine on. Yes, I've actually got a... Oh. Is that it then? It is indeed. Okay. Okay. In that case, we shall go and literally manually top up then. We're not far away from our field points. We shall go and top that up as well. Right, let's have a look. How is our other... Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Surely. Now, why are they going over what's already been done? Right, we're going to have a look at this, because that's ridiculous. He's actually going over. No, no, no. You are wasting seed. Or actually, no, you're not. You're wasting my money going over stuff that's already been done. So, I think we'll stick on a traditional worker. Because, yes... I'm not going to say it's Corespace's fault, it could well be mine, but it does seem very hit and miss. Very hit and miss. So let's go to jobs, let's go to create job. We do not want Corespace, we want standard fieldwork. We want... No, in fact, yeah. Do that to start with, and then we go. Now I need to get it's my tractor that's important, which is something I was discovered a while back to see. Hello? Okay, let's just use a worker. I might need to cancel the course. It might be that Corespace is still taking over. Do you know, there are times it's more of a pain than a little. Okay, let's clear the current course. Go to worker, create job. Let's see, it's reverting to Corespace. Field work. Okay. Deja vu. Yeah, I don't like your line, but you will sort yourself out in a couple of rows, so let's before everybody gives up the will to live, Let's just, yeah. Let's just leave him trundling. It's only money he's wasting. I don't know. Yeah, we will get this right. It's, yeah. Some of it is probably me not quite. It's weird, but I suppose what is confusing is that I get it right, and sometimes no, I get it right, but then it works, and then I do the same thing as I think, oh yeah, I've got that right now, and then it doesn't work. It's just bizarre whether you actually completely do the job from scratch, or if you just say, right, start from here. Which I'm just not used to that with Courseplay. It always has been, you do that and it works. So yeah, very confusing. Right, so let's grab our, let's see if this is clever. Can it? Because set destination is usually better than anything else. Let's go to them and see what's happening on the ground level. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Close. Pipe in. Let's close that. Now that it, oh my life. Is that this though? It could still be this. It does. The messages on the AI worker system are sometimes very. I did have one session where it was going on for ages, and it actually was the worker I was with. It is, because the field that's still being done. The field is still being worked, so it isn't that one. It was this one. Just very late on its messages. Right, let's open that up. I have also got one of my favourite mods has dropped today of all time. It's nothing exciting. To me it is. What? What? What on earth? What was that about? You know, sometimes it's best not to ask. It really is. Excellent. Now then, can we get through there? We should just about be able to squeeze through without upsetting anything. Excellent. Yes, the transporter box. I'll show you. I think I've remembered to tick it. Yes, this was one of my. It was a very late mod that I discovered in FS19. That became a very firm favourite. The 3-point hitch transport box, and it wasn't this one, and yet this is the one. If you know what I mean, it does exactly the same. Let's have a look. Yes. No, I don't want forestry. No. Yeah, 3,000 litres. And it also can act as a shovel, which is what I used to use it for. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to have all the things that I used to love about the original one, but it could have. So, actually, yeah, I am going to. Now we've got a little bit of money. Let's send... We need a 3-point link. We need a 3-point link. Right, let's grab you. Now then. Oh, we are actually doing... Yes, I can see the rows. Excellent work. Okay, we need to... Oh, I always forget it does that. This is the bit that I always find so stupid. Right, fantastic. Let's send them on, and we shall go and pick up our prize and see if it is as good as what I've been waiting for. Is it going to be a firm favourite in FS22? Or is it going to be as useful? Or is it going to have lost some of the features that made it great? That is the question I am waiting to ask. But yes, this is probably not very exciting to most people, but to me personally, this is an absolutely amazing mod that I used to use in absolutely lots and lots of ways that perhaps you weren't supposed to, but nevertheless. Right, smashing. Excellent. We do also need to invest in a... How are we doing? You turning around. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick... Okay. There's a tiny triangle there to fix. But no, yeah, we seem to be excellent. The standard worker is doing a cracking job. Seems to be my ally more than Courseplay, which is a strange place that I'm not used to being in. And some of it may be down to me. I'm not blaming it all on Courseplay. Definitely not. We have actually broken the back of this though, although it is a big taper. I do realise this, but we have done well. I would say we're on the final third, which is a good place to be. Let's go down our things. Let's go and start doing the animals as well. Let's refresh contracts. No, there's nothing. Okay then, so let's jump into where the animals are. That is another thing I wanted to do as well. That was to see... We do need a bigger set of trailers, I think, and now we can afford them. We shall have a bit of a look. But for now, we should carry on using what we've already got. Now then, he says, I can't see my tractor. Oh, there I can. Okay. Proximate. Let's go and grab some more. Now let's have a look. What did we... Let's have a look. How far did we get? We need some... We were going to wait for grass to see if it ticks up tomorrow. If it doesn't, then obviously... Oh, wow, we've even got some milk. That's amazing. Wow. So I think what we're going to do is, from this point onwards, because of the hay and grass bit, what we're going to do is one of Total Mix Ration and one of hay, because they're about unequal. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to ferry those out around. Let's have a quick look at... I'd like to look at the other one of this, the PTS one, but to be honest, it wasn't that much bigger. Let me show you what I'm waffling on about. Yeah, I think we were going to... Yeah, that is what I decided, and it makes sense, actually. I was going to stick to... This is the one, the other one, that's slightly dearer, but I'm not sure, if you look at the capacity of this, we've got 10,000, that's 11,100. I'm not sure that is a proper... That's more like a forage type wagon when it goes to that, and that definitely is. So to me, the proper capacity, max capacity, is 11,100. We could buy one, because obviously we know that we're going to use straw and that for this anyway, so it wouldn't kill us. I suppose we could actually try that now. Yeah, let's buy one. It's not going to break the bank, is it, if I'm wrong? Or should we lease it to try? How much would we lease in? Yeah, let's play it safe. Alright, let's go grab what we've got now. 2 10,000s. One of Total Mix. We can afford to do it now. I did say this. We need to put a... Let's see the best part to do it. I wanted to put a... Not sure if it'll let us do it in here, but I'm not sure if it'll... Let's have a go. Right, I want... It is a container. Let's have a look. Will you let me do it inside the building? No, you will not. That's going to be in the way of that. Let's have a twizzle around. There's an awful lot going on this side. An awful lot. What about wow, what about... Yes, that's not a bad idea. We're not going to block that if we twizzle that around and sort of do it like so. That's not bad. We're not going to block anything. It's almost flat, and we're not going to hit the wall. Oh dear, I didn't like the... right. I don't want it to be a million miles away. I just think that's a bit silly. We want to be as close as possible. Location, location, location is what I keep saying, and it's very true. It's we have a contract with a company who drops off and fills our little fill silo here with produce that we need, so let's maximise that. Another thing I haven't thought of is, yeah, we do need to tidy that up a little, don't we? Let's just go to landscaping, and let's do soften. Can't always get this working. I used to get the same on FS19. Sometimes when you put things in a place it's not expected to be, but it does always make it look weird when it's on the road like that. It's not bad. Yeah, that's, I can live with that. You have to be careful with this though. It actually does sometimes leave you with the bit on the edge there exposed in a weird way. Oops. You were saying the wall was not in the way? Right, so we want total mixed ration. Now we do want hay, so let's grab hay while we're passing. Ooh, not quite right. Now they can, yeah, we can, but this is going to be awkward. This might not be, might need to come at this at a different angle, to be truthful. All my life. Yeah, I'm not so sure that that's... that will be your forks, Mr. Smith. Trying, you got me caught. Whoa. Okay, that's better. It was just the forks, but yeah, this is... yeah. Okay. Positioning on that is a bit awkward for these two. That's yeah, it's weird, isn't it, sometimes? Sometimes better for a single one. So sometimes we'll see what comes up. We'll have to manage for now, though. We can't afford to just abandon ship for this thing. We may need to do one at a time rather than two. Maybe quicker. Let's have a quick look at the cows one. Definitely going into productivity 11%. That's going to settle down, isn't it? Health 30%. That's definitely going up. We're definitely going in the right direction. So I think a couple more of these, and we should be okay. And then we will, going forwards, look for a bigger one that's going to top these up a bit more easily. Let's just leave the back, which I was on. Well done, Mr. Smith. Let's leave the back one here, just temporarily. We should just take the one. I'd sooner be quicker. We could also, going forwards, I'm not sure what the silo actually is, multi-fruit, or whether it's standard, in which case it won't like me doing this. Right, let's actually reverse into this so it's less. That's not much of a pain. Let's carry on with total mixed ration. We may as well get that in first. Now then, let's have a look if our worker is actually got to the shop and stopped. Yes. And how is our other worker doing on our... Ooh. Okay. Still a lot to do, but still done well. Excellent. Cracking. Yes, I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping our grass has grown next month, but I think it's only going to be on second growth stage, so yes. Yeah. Why, oh why? Have I suddenly lost? I wasn't far enough forwards, that's why. It says. Now why has that gone away? There's still plenty of room for total mixed ration. Now this is confusing me. New way that this is doing things. Right, so you're on tip back. But it's definitely not allowing me to tip. How bizarre. Is that because I've done a combination? Does it have to add up to something now? Do you know? Seriously. But glad when I cotton on. Let's check. To the one. Let's grab some more hay. I'm going to need it anyway to top up, aren't we? So we can't go wrong. If we... Is it a total percentage or what? Very confusing. Doesn't take much to confuse me in the best times, so... Right, swivel axle, my favourites. See. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Excellent. Right, we are going to go to switch to the shop in a minute when we've done this. I've a feeling that it's something about total amount, so therefore it won't allow me to dump any more. And if it does, then I am totally confused. Yes, right, okay, it's not allowing me to do any more, so it must be happy with the total amounts. How is that working it then? And with it, 60,000 litres, the green, is the maximum you're allowed to put in there, and I've split that between total mixed ration and hay. So possibly I should have done total mixed ration, hay and grass. Possibly. Okay. Let's leave this here. Now, this to me looks like there is no... The milk machines, I used to love that on FS19 where you send the milk away. I know a lot of people don't like that. This to me looks like I've got to do it. So I'm going to need to buy a tanker at some point. So I best save some money or get ready to hire. This looks like the place. This definitely looks like the milk tank. Okay, right. So then, let's jump to the shop to pick up my favourite mod. Well, no, I can't say it's my favourite mod. It is definitely one that I've been seriously looking forward to. Right, so let us grab miscellaneous. We will buy one because it's not going to be a waste no matter what. It will actually do for many things. So I don't mind changing the colour. Oh. No, let's just actually buy the standard one. I'm happy with that. We are going to buy it. Now the thing I love about this is the fact that it isn't massive. Unlike the one that we did buy already, this also used to, it's not much wider than the tractor, whereas that one is much wider, which is very un-trailer like. But also the thing I like about this is it used to behave as a shovel. Now then, no, I was on the right one. Let's open the help menu. Right, lower. You used to be able to use this as a, yes, as a shovel. It doesn't look like you can anymore. Oh, that's a bit of a shame. Used to be one of my favourite uses for it. Okay, well we can fasten things in. Okay, so it isn't what I remember in that way, but you can pour stuff into it still. So it may still be quite good. Now is that to the floor, or can I still... Yeah, it's just still lowered. Okay, right, let's grab that. We shall see, it may or may not be useful. It used to be able to be filled, you couldn't fill it, oh in fact, yeah, let's see if that's... You could never fill this directly from a thing, you had to fill it from something else, like pallets, so you used to have to use a seeder. Oh, okay, well that's actually more impressive. So... Let's try... Oh wow, yeah, like everything, it can actually... Whoa, excellent. Unfortunately, a little bit too heavy for me. Right, okay. Yeah, that was predictable. Truly, it was. Right, okay, we can do something about that. We need some weight to offset that. Let's see. Now this too we can do a test for, whether it's going to be useful or not as a bigger version, or whether it needs sending straight back. If it does, we're in trouble. Mind you know, we can put that on the back 3-point link. We should be able to cope with that weight on the back. Let's see what this allows us. I think this is just going to be forage type, in which case yeah, I'm right. So let's return this to the shop. It was worth attempting that, to be truthful. I was right then. So really 11,000 is no better for us. It is good though if you were going to use that as a means of just storing like hay for the cows. It wouldn't be useless then at 20 odd, almost at 18 tons capacity. That would be useful, so well, you should be able to cope with that. Ooh, only just. It is a sort of medium tractor, yeah, got a bit of wheel spin. Definitely. Do Do you know, I think we're going to buy a second weight while we're down here. I keep saying it, not a big one though. It wants to be a smaller one. I want it to break the bank. Probably isn't there a just smaller adjustable one? Here we go, 1.8. No, that's all we've got, isn't it? But we don't need this to be massive. This could be the smaller. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that away. Well, we're certainly whittling away our money. All of that big contract still. All things we're going to need. There's always growth at the beginning of a Let's Play until you get to that point where you've bought most of the equipment that you need. So we've got enough money for wages. We should still get to a good point by the end of the session. So let's send this back. I'm glad we've got this. We shall see. Yeah, still got you on. Fantastic. Let's set the destination to in our field. And let's go and have a quick look. Oh, getting very close now. Very close. Fantastic. I would imagine the contract is well 97%. I am tempted to do the baling contract. What is it? Tedder. We haven't got a tedder though. Could lease one, that's always short. We've definitely got enough tractors to just get that sorted. We could hit it with a team. I think we are going to do this though, seed-wise. I have got to be honest, sorghum goes an awful long way. I'm very impressed with that, but saying this was just a single top-up and we've still got 23%. On a massive field like this. If this was any other kind of product, we would have definitely... First time I've actually used sorghum on such a scale. I've never used it on one of my own fields yet. It seems a decent crop, especially if it's going to go that far from seed. That's some of the others are awful. Oats is quite an awful lot to... In comparison to this, I'm not saying it's not terrible, but... I think we're going to manage this. I think definitely. Right, let's leave that trundling. Definitely. And see how our work is doing. Oh, very nice. In fact, yeah, I'm being silly. Let's actually grab them. Thank you, young man or young lady. But we are right past the edge of our farm. So... keep forgetting this. I've got to get my head around the fact that we've actually got a permanent place now, a proper place to call our own. And there is our... Now let's see if this can cope with the 1.8 ton better than it can when it's the big weights. I think it should be able to cope with this. No, it still does a nosedive. Okay. Yeah, that's awful. Oh well. Gonna need a smaller weight then. No good like... I don't know. Oh well, it's all a learning curve. It truly is. Let's go and have a quick look. So we've got some fuel now. We've addressed that issue. The cows are fed and watered. Let's go and have a look at them. Fantastic. Excellent. Absolutely amazing. I'm not going to mention the fact that that I seem to be short on cows in the field. In comparison to the 50 odd that I bought. I shan't mention that fact. Okay. Fantastic. We are definitely going to... yeah, we're not going to do anything. We'll let that trundle along and finish. I think what we're going to do though is... No, we're not going to speed time up. Thinking about it, we need that contract to finish in the day, but we shall, as soon as that's finished, we shall speed through till tomorrow. Let's have a quick look at how our grass is. Yeah, it's on that very first stage. I think it's going to be 2 more days. Or is it the second? No, first. That's finished grass. Just there. That's first stage. Yeah, so it's going to be 2 days. Ooh, that bird song. Amazing. I'm looking forward to cutting our grass. Just remind myself, I haven't got very nice mowers, have I? My back mowers, yeah. Yeah, it's not my favourite, but hey ho. I think what we ought to do is observe this contract. That is the most... There's not much more we can do, if I'm honest. I'm trying to think of jobs and all the rest, but we've done it. We've fed the animals, they're watered, they're getting happy. Definitely on their way to happy. The only thing I'm not sure is, it's just selling mean... I'm a bit confused. Does that mean it's going to automatically sell the milk or what? I don't get what it's on about. So I'm a little bit... Yeah, I am very, very unsure of what it's actually getting at. What is it selling? Come on, let's do this ourselves. If we're twiddling our thumbs, at least let's get this done manually. It saves all that twiddling around that the workers do. They don't half around with the turnarounds, whereas we can just whiz with this. Let's do some trundling. Yeah, it's not going to take us terribly long, is it, to do this? Yeah, so I'm well chuffed. We shall get our money up to a reasonable amount. Obviously, we've spent a fortune on our cows, and now, I mean, in the last couple of episodes, we've done so well. So absolutely well. I'm not sure going forwards that I'm going to allow... Not... On this Let's Play, we've already done it, so I'm not going to say anything, but we've obviously... When you get the Easter eggs, sometimes it can alter the balance of things. I mean, it is funny, but obviously even 100,000, you can easily spend that on a farm. It's not just that, it's that thing of where you say, yeah, I did, you know, but when you get Easter eggs that give you 100 grand bonus, it's more about the Easter eggs than it is about your efforts. I mean, we were doing well anyway. It didn't totally unbalance things, but I suppose we were just a couple of episodes on. It's not really, but I just don't know. There's always that question mark. Did I do it, or was it that? That's always in my head when you get something like that, an unexpected bonus. But I suppose such is life. You do get windfalls. I won't say of 100,000 because that doesn't happen very often, but I suppose we could have won 100,000 on a competition that we entered, which I suppose, yeah, it is what it is. We've done it and we've started doing it, so I am obviously, if I see it, I will do so. And there are a couple where we're on our last animal, so we are close to but what I shall do, I think, if we're going to do that, is we should limit to buying it either fields or something that is going to benefit the farm in a big way. He says that's what you do anyway. Yes, it is. I must admit, it truly is, thinking about it. Yeah. Oh well. There's always something to spend. You could give yourself... in fact, I know you could give yourself 3.3 million and still spend it all on decent equipment if you gave yourself that at the minute, if you sort of brought it from your last farm. I mean, on FS19, my last farm was Lone Oak, and we literally had about 3.4 million in the bank. I literally sold everything up apart from the actual farmyard because I'd got about 250 head of cattle. Obviously I didn't sell the cattle, it was just me cashing up to see how well I'd actually done throughout the entire Lone Oak series, and it was 3.4 million. So if you did what a lot of content creators have done, Daggerwin does it quite frequently, he says yes, we've got 3.4 million, and it is surprising. You sort of think, oh, that's a lot of money, but he soon spends it. It soon in this game can be spent on. I mean, you can spend $1 million almost on a one harvester. So yes, it's not. You could easily do that on a good patch of land or a good few patches of land. So yeah, it's easy to sort of spend even massive amounts on this. So I don't suppose it's going to unbalance things to that point. I mean, let's face it, some of the bigger fields on here are 1.1 million. So field 1 is one prime example. So yeah, there's a lot of work for us to gain a big field like that. Definitely. Right, so we are definitely shrinking now. Definitely. Yes. Definitely decreasing triangle. Ever decreasing circles, but that's not quite apt. It's definitely a triangle. Definitely. And it's shrinking by the minute. Yeah, this is the bit where I find the workers, they faff around too much with this type of thing, whereas as a human you just like whiz around and just go straight down it. So yeah, definitely I think, as I say, workers have got strengths. I mean, they are brilliant at lines, far better than I could ever be. They can perfectly match a line in a way that I as a human could not possibly match. But for this type of thing, for sort of like a speed of turning around, they don't know faff around. Humans definitely have them beaten there. Right, not many more twizzles. Excellent. I'm well chuffed that we actually managed to do that on one seed as well. When I first did this, I thought we would probably need 2 or 3 top-ups. Ooh, I think 2 more. And even that's only partial. If, of course, I didn't do such a stupid thing as that, going in the very middle. Still, I can remedy this. He says. Let's see, it goes over one of them. Right, okay. Don't want the farmer. Excellent. Contract is done. We should give the farmer a ring and say, job's a good un. Excellent. We'll pretend that didn't just disappear in us. Now that is a lot more healthy. 34,221, and we have some more bits and bobs. Let's go and see, did our tractor reach home? Oh, of course it did. I took over. Wally. Right, okay, so then we've done everything we can for today. Let us rest. That's something we ought to be doing, actually. Yeah, let's go and see that. Does the house? Yeah, it's a sleep trigger, so we're only a stone throw away. Let's do this properly for the first time in this Let's Play. Even though I know we can sleep anywhere, we are a stone throw away from the house, aren't we? I believe it's one of these. Ooh, one of these down here. I think it's round the back. I think the sleep trigger. Yeah, it is. That's right. We want to wake up at 8 o'clock. We'll do is absolutely fine, thank you. I think we shall see what's my favourite part of the day. We shall have a look to see leasing costs. Right, smashing. Let's look at my favourite part of the day. Ooh, the Azurit. Wow, the Aperion. It is big. It is. Ooh, the little Landini. No, we want to be moving, to be honest. We've got enough small tractors. That is really small. And in Britain, olive and grapes. Maybe not so much. It's a good. I do like the Lemken. It really is good, definitely. But I'm just not sure that we can afford it. Let's have a look. What contracts are available? If there's any sowing ones, it might be. Ooh, no, but there are some fertilising ones. We will definitely accept these, all three, because that is going to seriously change things for us again. Brilliant, absolutely amazing. Right, let's go and quickly look. This is the end of this session, though. I'm not going to faff around. Let's go and have a quick look at... No, you can't actually open the gate, can you? I seem to recall. Let's go and have a look at our grass. Let's jump over the... go through the little gate. Ooh, actually... Yeah, I've got the additional thing of field 11. Half a hectare. I think that is completely grown. Wow, that's amazing. I thought that would be... Or is it? Ah, looking at the edge grass, is it? Is that only stage 2? Because this is... are we willing to wait that? Needs rolling. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look to see... We need to get rid of the needs rolling thing, don't we? So they do need a second fertilised state. Now obviously, because it's fully grown or grown, we can't do that until afterwards, so we need to cut it. Doesn't that give it a fertilisation state in itself when you cut the grass? Next session though, that is what we're definitely going to be doing. We're going to be cutting our fields and creating silage, and we will also get on with those fertiliser contracts. We shall send our little tractor, and we shall also send our gator to be the assistant to take that 4 tons with us. That's definitely. I'm not sure as well. Yeah, let's get that ready. I'd always like to do that. I've always said that. Oops, I don't like to use tabbing. Let's go with, being as we're so close, let's grab the... Now this is going to be fun, because what am I going to need to do? Yeah. Let's grab that on the back, because that's the most stable we can get, and then we'll stick that on. Then we'll go back to our yard, and then we'll stick this on the front, and the fertiliser on the back. I'm going to see if this does what it used to do, because the best trick I used to find on FS19 was it classed it as additional storage for the... If you were doing fertilising, it would add the 3000 to that. I want to see if that, because that was its most, in my personal opinion, useful thing. Before this, I used to have the... on FS19, you used to have that 2000 litre front box that you could put either fertiliser or lime in. Was it lime or was it seeds? No, fertiliser or seeds. But that was the disadvantage to it. You could never put lime in if you were doing a liming job. Well, this turned things around, because you could put lime in. So yes, this you can put anything in it, but it used to act as additional storage. Now if it does that on FS22, we're cooking on gas and we're getting somewhere. But if we can't, then it's just one of those things. We're just going to have to put the storage and take it and just use the seed tender, seed stroke fertiliser tender. It's no skin off my nose, it's just that this is a much easier way. This is what I miss about the Fendt GT, which is supposed to be being released in January, but we have not got much longer in January, so I'm going to have a poke around over the weekend and see if the mod is close to being released, because that we've got quite a few modded tractors that I would start from scratch now without necessarily having to go for second-hand equipment, because we could actually, there's some modded tractors that would make this reasonably enough. Right, so we need to drop that off. Yeah, we need to drop the front weight off first, so we can cope with that on the back. So that's the smaller. Only just can't cope with that. Yeah, a bigger tractor would be able to cope with that on its back without any problems. So we need to twizzle this around. Whoa. We need to put this the opposite way to that, because this in itself, and with the seeds tender as well, will mean that we can actually do an awful lot of work now then without coming back, especially when you think of the size of the contracts. That would definitely be very useful. Right, so now we need to grab the fertilizer, and then we need to dance towards that. If I put it too close though, you get that. Whoa. Yeah, no, I don't need you yet. In a minute, we need to do this first. And then of course it's going to be well off, well unsteady. Oh, no, actually that's not too bad, which surprised me with nearly 3.2 tonnes. Let's see, moments of truth. Absolutely amazing, yes! Fantastic. That is absolutely wonderful. That's made my night. So now we can literally take 6 tonnes with us and then take the tender, and we should really seriously last a long time with our contracts. Oh, that is amazing. I am so chuffed. Right, let's get ready. It's field 17, so let's just send it across the road ready. Ready to actually start this contract tomorrow. We'll try. I'm going to keep plucking away at the courseplay courses. It seems to be better if you start a session and do things like that. It always seems worse if you stop it. So I'm going to aim to try to finish this contract in one hit. That's very evenly balanced as well in weight. Right, so we'll leave this on the actual edge of the field. Ready to go tomorrow. So that's, we need it on there. Oh, there's a deer in the field. And that is where we're going to leave things. So we've got an awful lot of contracts ready for next play session. I mean an awful lot. I mean 75,000 in contract, of course, minus the huge amount of... To be honest though, we've already filled that up. 6 tonnes there. And yeah, and we've got 34 grand, and we've got another 4 tonnes of fertiliser in there. So to be honest, I can't see us. I know we're going to fill it back up, but we don't. I think we've already got that in readiness, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I know what I mean. I'm not explaining it very well. Anyway, without any further ado, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to continue with me on this very exciting journey. I've never seen such, growth straight away. Yeah, let's have a look at the sale. If that's still there later, are we going to go for the Aperion? It would make an absolutely amazing... I mean, it's big. Our tractors are going to struggle with it a little bit to begin with. We definitely need a bigger tractor, but we do need a bigger trailer. I did say I was going to look out for one. And that would be literally just going for the biggie straight away, instead of missing with the 27 tonnes, the 25 tonnes. But is it too much too soon? The Azurit. What about that though? That is a good deal. 6 metre. It would give us a foothold into... Yeah, 150 horsepower. We can use it as well. Can't afford, we've got no tractors big enough to use anything bigger. Or do we wait? I would love to go for something, but we need a bigger tractor. I realise that, but sometimes, yeah, we're in grass business for now. So do we just... Let's have a look. Do we just bide our time, is my point. Yeah, if I was going to want anything to go for a big leap, it would probably be that, because that does everything. And it's, although it's 280 horsepower, needs a big tractor. Price is not astronomical. That's good though, isn't it? 5.4 metres. Yeah, the solitaire is normally 63. It's not a massive discount though, is it? We can also use our new front box. That's what I was saying was the versatility of the transport box. You see, that's £8,000. We've got something that's got an extra 1,000 capacity and can hold whatever it likes in it. So, yeah, if I remember rightly, the Azure, is that the thing? Yeah, that holds the seeds. No, that holds the seeds, and that holds the fertilizer. That's right. Yeah. Anyway, this is for another time. This is really good news. We can stick whatever we like. 3 tons of seeds, 3 tons of fertilizer, and add that to anything. That is such a bonus. It really is for 2,400. Absolutely amazing when you consider that all the other things are usually £8,000. Or the other one that I have been using, which I love, is on. It's in planters. It's the £16,000 one. Or is it in seeders? Yeah, it must be. It is. Yeah, the Kuhn box there, £18,000 for 1,500 litres. So for a fraction of the price, we've got something that will hold much more than just seeds and fertilizer. We can add lime, and it's also double the thing for a far less snippet than 18,000. So yes, it was good. I was chuffed with it, but obviously this is so much more versatile in so many ways. Yeah. Right. Anyway, I am really going this time. So I'm going to say goodbye for now.